seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
Stafford going to throw from the outset.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Here comes the Rams punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. And taken at the 46. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position.
There's Purdy on 1st and 10.
And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
That's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have a perfect game.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, it's Purdy. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
The Niners hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He's going to go for a big play downfield.
That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounded, but it's second down.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Purdy, man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it.
He finds his man, complete. It's Barnes.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down.
Now here comes Ayuk on the jet sweep.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
McCaffrey is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play act.
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the 49ers are on the board first on the road here in L.A.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th.
4th down, out comes the punter, Drew Chrisman.
That's taken on the 25. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Deebo Samuel trotting out with his offense to start this next drive.
There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
It kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups. Right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time. And that's not easily done because, you know, all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
The throw over the middle, taken in. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. They go play action here. Purdy. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And a nice spin into some open field. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. Now Purdy. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Purdy. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the 49ers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. Rolling to his left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
And he's missed now his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Stafford's pass.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Fielded at the 33. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Purdy to throw it on 1st down. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. To throw again on 2nd down. Purdy. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Shotgun now with Purdy. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Stafford on 1st down. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 19-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. That'll be caught by Kupp. Stafford to his #1 guy, Kupp, for a Los Angeles first. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets him a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now it's Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Point after try forthcoming. And it is now 21-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. LA readies for its next possession. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that because if you're going to mount...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Niners will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Purdy's throw into the hands of Pitts here. On the move past the 40.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
On first down, Purdy.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on him.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Rams offense and Matthew Stafford heading back out. He's been picked off twice in this ball game already, and he'll try to sort things out here as they begin with a first down. They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Throwing is Stafford. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Back to throw, Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
A nice little juke. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. And this offense on third down today, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up the 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Rams will go on offense here with the 1st and 10.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
At their own 18. Now Stafford. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 24-yard line.
Now Stafford.
He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
That's good for the Rams. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Now the Niners get there and bring him down.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Kwity Paye getting in there and burying him behind the line. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
2nd and 6 at their 49.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Purdy. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Over 70 yards receiving now for him in this first half alone, as he's got a 1st down on that last catch. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Purdy off the play fake. Right back to Pitts again.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st down, San Francisco.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 8-yard line.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Justin Jefferson
from 8 yards out.
And the Niners are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Looking to throw again on second down. Stafford, and an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Javon Holland there on the coverage.
On third down, here's a run by Akers.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
On fourth down, Drew Chrisman on to punt.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And they will take over first and 10.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
First down, 49ers.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Got a man, that's Ayuk. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. But the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
To throw again on second down.
Purdy, he's going to drop this down.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
So we have reached halftime here with a visiting four.
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3.
Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39.
Well, Christian McCaffrey is as tough to bring down as they come at the running back position, and he proved it right there. Purdy now to throw. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
8 yards on the pickup.
Only needing 2 yards on second down.
At the 29-yard line.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Purdy bootlegging it. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And this will split the ice. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32.
Going right back to Akers.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
7-yard gain. And the Rams first down. First and 10.
To throw is Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Fred Warner.
Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Purdy.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Barnes.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
The quick slant caught. Touchdown 49ers.
Brandon Ayuk.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Niners are pouring it on.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
2nd down, here's Purdy to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
1-yard gain on the play.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, it's Purdy.
And this is going to be incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
And the Rams now coming out on the field.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, here's Stafford. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
That's Azeez Al-Shaair getting through for the sack that time. So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here comes the Rams punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right at the 35. So possession goes over here on the punt. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
A gain of 12. First down, 49ers.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier. That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild. And here's another completion for good yardage.
That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Purdy to throw it.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey.
And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Back to throw, Purdy. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey.
Only a yard of the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Throwing here, Purdy.
And it's caught. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Purdy will look to throw again here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
I got to think at this point, third quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even start to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's a pick up of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, throw left side, complete to Cup. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40.
That's good for Rams. First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Stafford on 1st down. And now here is another interception. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Stafford, and he's got his man in stride, complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. The Rams on 3rd down, as bad as you can be, 0 for 7 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Throwing is Stafford. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And able to get this out to the 25. The 49ers settling in for their next drive. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey.
And some room to work. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 62 yards rushing for him. That was his 10th carry in the whole game.
A gain of 14. First down, San Francisco.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. And I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we were watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On third down, it's Purdy. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Trying to improve. And Stafford's going to be taken down. That's a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Yeah, the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. And some oohs and ahs from the crowd as he jukes his way forward for a couple of yards. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. Oh, what a move. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
On first down, Stafford here.
Complete. Jefferson to target.
And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20.
13 yards on the play.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.